Good morning, Spartan Nation. It's Thursday, May 14th, and you're back again for morning meetings with Miss Craddock. For our greeting for today, do a quick greet with a high five and a good morning. Good morning, White Station Elementary. Dear WSC students and families, today is Think About It Thursday. This is our last morning meeting with Miss Craddock. I have had a wonderful time hosting these meetings and hearing all of your responses. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. You are all rock stars. Think and share your favorite morning meeting activity or memory from the last 8 weeks that we've been together. Love, Miss Craddock. All right, so our last brain buster was, how can you make the number 7 even? And great job, Emily. You take the S off 7 and you get even. What a fun brain buster. I've really enjoyed. I think that has been my favorite memories over the last 8 weeks, is doing the brain busters and hearing the answers and the guesses and seeing that Emily and Lily have been so involved this entire time. I want to thank them and give them a big special shout out for participating in morning meetings with Miss Craddock. All right, so it's our last part of the case of the missing parrot, boys and girls, part 4. I did get an email from Emily and Lily, and here are their predictions and their justifications. Lily predicts that the sister opened the cage, and that is why she had red on her hands. Then the man was trying to get the bird out of the tree. Matt is the one that took the bird. Lily believes it was Matt because he had Nettie and said he was going to scare Jonathan by putting it in his room. Emily thinks that Matt is the main suspect because he tried to pull a prank on him. She thinks Matt maybe hid Nettie. Well, let's get ready to read part 4 and solve the case of the missing parrot. All right, remember, you can read along with me. You can pause it, you can listen, you can read independently. You can go back through the text when we're finished to see if you found more clues to the case of the missing parrot. All right, boys and girls, part 4. Jonathan grabbed Nettie from Matt and headed back home. On his way, he held Nettie up to show the strange man and thanked him for trying to help. The man gave him a massive smile and waved. Matt was following Jonathan closely as he walked and asked, "What is it? How did Nettie get out?" "Well, who would have gotten home before you?" Jonathan asked. "Who would have had time to grab Nettie and put ice cream on him?" Matt shook his head and said, "Your mom?" Jonathan laughed. "No, Matt, not my mom. Just that little weasel kid's sister who was mad at me last night for finishing the ice cream." "But if the ice cream was finished, how could she have put ice cream on Nettie? And why would she do something like that?" Matt inquired. "My mom had been shopping when I got home and bought a whole new tub. I saw it sitting on the counter and it was already open," Jonathan explained. They ran into the house, whipped open the door, and stormed down to Jackie's bedroom. "And why would she do it?" Jonathan exclaimed. "Because she knew I would have to clean his cage." Jonathan shoved open the door and stood staring at Jackie, who was sitting innocently on her bed. "You let Nettie out of his cage and then smeared ice cream all over him?" Jonathan yelled. Jackie smiled at him and simply said, "You deserve it." Jonathan stepped closer to her and raised his voice even louder. He could have been hurt. Jonathan's mom entered the room, shaking her head. "What's the problem, guys? There's no need for the yelling." "Jonathan thinks I let Nettie out of his cage," Jackie said softly. "But I only put the ice cream on him so that he would have to clean it up." "And Jackie, did you happen to remember to close the cage door after you did this?" Jonathan's mom asked. Jackie suddenly became very pale and started to shake. I didn't mean to," she stuttered. "But you did, and it could have been very dangerous for Nettie, Jonathan's mother answered. So I think this time you'll have to clean the cage. Jonathan stood smiling at his sister and gently patted his beautiful little messy bird. All right, boys and girls. So think about that. Was your prediction right that it was his little sister who accidentally let Nettie out of his cage? I didn't see that one coming, that it was an accident. She only meant to put ice cream on him, so then that way Jonathan would have to clean him just a little bit extra than what he had in the first place. So write a summary of what happened through this whole case and make a list of the most important clues and evidence from the case that would have helped solve it, and if your prediction was true and correct. All right, boys and girls, that's all, folks, for Morning Meetings with Miss Craddock. I want you to have a wonderful summer. Keep reading, keep sharing, and also complete your iReady lessons on the computer so that we can be ready for the fall when we get back to school. I'm very proud of you, all of your hard work. Keep it up, and until the fall, Miss Craddock will see you later, boys and girls. Bye-bye.